There is literally no better feeling than like ticking off something off your to-do list. Like, there's no chance of me doing work with my hair down. I'm also gonna get ChatGPT to help me out with some questions that you won't catch me in a grocery store actually shopping unless absolutely necessary. I'm stoked and wants to onboard straight away, which is obviously the ideal situation. Good morning guys, welcome back to another vlog. I am filming another business vlog for you this week. I'm going to take you through little bits and pieces throughout my week, all my business things. Instead of just doing like one full day, I can show you little bits and bobs. So that's what I'm going to do. Today is a Monday. It is Monday the 24th of March. I love a Monday. There was a time where I absolutely hated Mondays and just like the feeling of going back to work for another week. And I'm really happy that I've broken that cycle and I get to start a week and I'm really excited about it. My to-do list for today is pretty much half work, half life admin. But work-wise, my most important thing that I do every single Monday is get my social scheduled for the week, or at least plan out the concepts and then like organize when I'm going to film them, edit them, and have them like posted, and then schedule what I can today. And that's the same thing for my Creatively Mariah account, which is my freelance business. I schedule all the socials and I only do 2 times a week on Creatively Mariah, just because that's what I feel like I can give capacity wise while I'm focusing on building my personal brand. And then I've got to film business vlog bits. I've got a promo to get up for your Bliss. I've got like a story that I just filmed for them before, which is just like a getting ready with me, and then I put on the perfume and I'm just doing a quick check-in with them, making sure we're all good and if there's any more product coming, that sort of thing. Emails, messages for my freelance business, because I've had a few come through from like the weekend, end of the week, so I'm just gonna reply to everyone. I want to sit down and do like a socials assessment. So I want to look back on my personal brand socials and just see in the last, I'm going to say from January, because that's when I started all of my pillars and things like that, just to see which ones perform well and like if there's any that are quite similar, or is it the format that I'm filming in, or is it the style of video. So just want to see, yeah, which ones have proven the most engagement, success, etc. I need to update my work budget, so I'm just keeping track of all the expenses and all the income coming in on a little Google sheet is what I do for the moment. So just updating that, and then some pitching as well. So reaching out to small businesses, maybe post my freelance into some of the Facebook groups and check any of the business Facebook group, see if anyone was looking for that sort of thing. And then home and admin wise, I've just go to do the dishes and update our Japan budget. If I get the chance, I've got a client website and then some exciting things for my new business that I will be announcing very, very, very soon. So that was a lot, but we're going to work on it bit by bit today and then go from there. My first thing actually that I'm going to do is just check over all of my socials, respond back to comments, messages, because I have all of Sunday off my phone. So it's just sort of, today's the day to sort of catch up on the things that I missed on Sunday. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, that is all done now. I am just going to quickly edit the Your Bliss promo that I filmed, a little get ready with me. I'm just going to edit it on CapCut on my phone and then post it up straight away. And then I'll send the owner a quick message. I've had quite a few people over the weekend download my quarterly check-in guide, which is super exciting. I just love that it's going to be able to help them. So yeah, I've had a few come through, which is really, really cool. I am now going into my social planning for the week. So I always do this on a weekly planner. I'm just a pen to paper gal, so I'm not at that point yet where I need to be doing it on the computer. I like to keep track of it and color code it with my pillars and add in like stories and all of that. So I'm going to start planning that out, but I must have been really excited when apparently I've already gone and planned it. I don't even remember when I did that. Must have had some inspo and just planned out the entire week. Okay then, well that's perfect. I don't need to plan anything, but I can start creating all of this content. That was naughty. I just got sucked into a doom scroll. I don't even know why I was on my phone to start with, to be honest. Okay. Set a reminder on Saturday at 6 AM to post trial reel of journal prompts. And what was the song called? Alright, so I have finished the planning and like scheduling of the socials that I can do. I've like scheduled when I can film the other ones, and so everything's sort of in place for the week. And now I'm just doing the Creatively Mariah socials. So I'm just trying to see, I've got kind of like a theme going on, like graphic reel, graphic reel, graphic reel kind of thing. So my next one that I have to do is a reel. So I'm gonna do a reel and a graphic. And a lot of the time for work too, I always, not always, but if I'm like running low on inspo or I'm stuck with how to word it, I always use ChatGPT to help me out with that as well. I'm getting hungry though, so I need to eat real soon. Okay, a reel. Grab your coffee, and instead of stressing about content or updating your website, that's the feeling. That's the feeling when you know you need to outsource. Sounds done, baby. Alright, now I need to edit that and schedule it. A lot of my Monday is this, always is socials and like filming and editing and getting everything ready. So it's a very phone focused day. CapCut. There is literally no better feeling than like ticking off something off your to-do list. Like, I'm going to have some lunch now, take a beat, and then maybe do a couple more things before I head off to go co-work, and then I'll get back into it all when I am there, I think. All right. Morning guys, it is now Wednesday, and yesterday I did do some work but I didn't pick up the camera. I don't even remember what I did. Oh, I did some podcast editing for a client. I honestly don't even remember. I sent out a service agreement to a client that's wanting to book in for me to create a digital product, which is awesome. And then I also booked 2 more clarity calls for this week. So I actually have one today at 2 and then tomorrow at 8 AM for some super exciting potential clients. I'm excited about that. But yeah, I didn't pick up the camera. I was just kind of like in flow, but today I'm picking back up the camera to fill you guys back in. I just went through and did all of my emails and everything. This morning's priorities, so the podcast that I edited yesterday for my client, I'm now doing up the social snippets for her because I pull bits and pieces from the podcast so that she can post on her socials. I am going to create, I've told you guys that I'm coming out with a business, a product-based business. Actually, I don't know if I said that. Anyway, I'm coming out with a product-based business, and I am going to create a survey that I'm going to share into some Facebook groups and maybe like my broadcast channel, like not somewhere so super publicly related to me, but just so I can get a feel of where people are at and what they're looking for in this specific industry that I'm looking into. I'm also going to be doing some work around the packaging for that business, and then I'm just going to do that. I never got around to doing that social assessment of my content from Monday, so if I get the chance I will do that as well. So that's sort of where I'm sitting at for today. I had a lot of life admin things yesterday that I had to deal with, a lot of invoices to pay and things like that. So yeah, now we're getting back into work. So I am going to straight away work on the social snippets for my clients, because I do put my client work first. Of course, they pay me to do so, so I do always, sorry, something just caught my eye, put them first. They pay me, so they're my first priority. So that's what I'm going to get stuck into some editing. Actually, I'm gonna record a story that just popped into my head that I want to film. I freaking hate the front camera, it's so ugly. Morning guys, I had something that I wanted to share with you guys, something that I have been asking myself when I find myself sort of in a rut, like when it comes to a workout, or even if it's like getting out of bed when my alarm goes off, or just any sort of like small decision that I do in my everyday. A question that I've been asking myself is, what would my next level self do? And I think about that and I think, okay, what would she do? And that's what I end up doing. And so for example, like today I was like, my alarm went off and I, you know, turned it off and I was like, oh, I could really go back to sleep right now. And in my head I went, what would my next level self do? And it was, it's time to go and time to get up, because that's what she would do. And so I got out of bed because it gave me that motivation, because I want to be like one step closer to being that like next level self. And not always is it like the, like, if I'm doing a workout, if I'm going to do a workout and I say, what would my next level self do? And I can feel in my body that I'm not up for the workout, and maybe I could opt for a stretch or whatever. And I still ask that question, what would my next level self do? And the answer could be, have a break today, or do a stretch. It doesn't have to be like the big thing that you've been putting off, but it's, yeah, it's such a good question to ask yourself in those little moments. And it happened to me today to get out of bed, and I got out and I started going for the day. So have a little think about, what would your next level self do? I had something that I wanted to question that I've been asking with you guys. I feel like I was just posted a TikTok saying like, is it just me or does anyone else tie up their hair immediately when they do work? Like my hair, I'm wearing it down today, but there's no chance of me doing work with my hair down. We are going to edit some social snippets now. We're going to use CapCut for long ep. Whenever I edit the video, when I'm doing the whole one, I take notes of the snippets that I like want to use, so I don't have to like rewatch the whole thing. So I just do it as I go. So I'm just gonna go and find the bits that I want.
Last Thursday, I did the most powerful ritual where it will help us understand you, because I want you guys to see a problem. Close down our eyes.
Alright, it is now 10:57 and the social snippets are now all done. I have also sent them to her and sent the invoice as well. So that one I can now completely tick off of my list. The next thing I want to do is get into that survey that I said. So I'm going to create a form, as I said, for my business and get people to survey it. I'm going to come up with my own questions, and then I'm also going to get ChatGPT to help me out with some questions that they might think of that I didn't think of that could be really helpful and relevant. Let's get into that. I need to go to the bathroom. Alright, so now 11:48 and I have finished the survey. I might actually put it in the description of this video as well. So if you guys are interested in filling out the survey, it's basically just about how you guys organize your lives and things like that. So if you are interested in filling out the survey, I will leave it down in the description for you as well. But I finished that and I popped it in the Facebook group that I wanted it to, and I've just joined a couple of few Facebook groups as well to pop it in there once they accept me. Goodness, need to wake up. But now I am looking at packaging options. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I've sort of created like an Excel spreadsheet, sorry, not Excel, a Google sheet, and it has like the business name, the link, description, what size it is, what the price is for like non-personalized, the price for personalized, shipping times, shipping costs, total costs, and quantities. And that kind of like, I break it down so I can see it like all categorized. That's what I do with my manufacturers as well, just to like really see it in like one file look, instead of like, because when I was doing this like just on like pen to paper, I saw one and say it's like 88 cents. I was like, oh yeah, that's cheap. And then there was ones that like it was maybe 98 cents, but the shipping was so much more cheaper, so it was actually the cheaper option. So it's just good to see it like that. So I'm just going in and filling in all of the blanks of that, because I just like missed a couple personalized pricing and shipping times and things like that. So I'm just going to go back into the websites that I found and then store the link in the Google sheet as well. So let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna film for my phone because I want to document all of this stuff. Perfect. You know I want you. It's not a secret I tried to hide. Alright, so I've finished the Excel spreadsheet. I've got all the information that I need to do. I think I know who I'm going to go with. My only thing that I want to work out now is if I just want to get like the plain versions or if I want to actually customize packaging. Because if I get the plain ones, I'm just going to put a sticker on it to customize it, or like use some tape or something that makes it like my branding. But if I do printed, then it's already done. So I'm just going to work out then like how much the stickers are going to cost, and if the sticker costs is more or less how much different to get customized sizing, customized packaging. Because if the sticker one is not too far off, then it's just like one less step when I'm going to pack orders. So I'm just trying to keep that in mind. So my next sort of thing to do is checking on the sticker costs for the packaging, and yeah, kind of like doing a mock-up design and a sizing and everything like that. So I'm going to have a look into that next, but I am just going to have some lunch now, and then I do have a client call at 2. It's currently 12:50 p.m, so I've got another hour. So I'm going to have some lunch and then see how much more I get done of the sticker stuff until I've got to jump on the call. Alright, it is 1:58, so I'm about to jump on to my clarity call with a client. I'm not trying to make myself look a little bit more presentable. Hi, can you hear me? Okay, I've got you now. Yeah, it's a sign. WordPress is one of the tricky ones that are just like drag and drop like features. It's a little bit more, for me anyway, if you're not trying to change anything like structurally. I don't know why, but the camera cut out when I was on the call, and obviously I wasn't going to stop to fix it while I was talking to it. Oh, my battery's dying, that's why. Okay, BRB. I just finished that clarity call with my client, and she was stoked and wants to onboard straight away, which is obviously the ideal situation. She was so lovely. It's just so nice to like attract clients that I actually fully align with. Like a lot of my clients that I have been working with are within like the wellness, self-development, also like social media, beauty world, and it's just so nice to attract that kind of like clientele, because that's literally who I am. So yeah, it's been so nice to connect with new people in this way. But yeah, I just spoke with this lovely client. She's ready to go ahead with a couple different options and a couple different tasks and things. So I'm very excited about that. It feels awesome. I was going to have another call tomorrow at 8, but she rescheduled to Friday at 8. So I won't have any calls tomorrow. I think tomorrow is just going to be like a cleaning house recharge day, and then we'll get back into all things work on Friday. But for the meantime, I was going to continue working on the packaging situation, but I want to, as I said, I always put clients first and foremost. So I am going to get back to the lovely client. She's already emailed about what she wants and what she wants to go ahead with. So yeah, I'm going to reply to her and like getting the agreements ready and deposits and things like that off her, and like next steps basically. So let's do that. I'm gonna put on some music. I feel like I haven't listened to music all day. Moody. Do I feel like moody? No. Country? Yeah, let's go country. Oh, my eyes get so tired when I'm on the computer all day. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. That's a lot of beans. They wouldn't let me select anything less than this. John might kill me. Anyway, I just got my groceries delivered because I'm busy this week, so I don't have a chance to go out and grab some groceries. So we did a delivery order this week, which is so helpful. Honestly, I don't even know, like, you won't catch me in a grocery store actually shopping unless absolutely necessary. I had another client call this morning at 8. I don't know why I told you the time. It's not like it made a difference. But I had another client call and it was amazing. I just love, I think I said this the last time I got off the call, but I just love working with such passionate women, and yeah, just like women that have really big goals and dreams, and yeah, it just like really fills up my cup. And then knowing that I'm going to be able to help them, and them being so on board with who I am and what I stand for, and they acknowledge like the quality of my work, which is the biggest compliment to me, honestly. And yeah, just knowing that I'm going to be able to help them is just such a fulfilling feeling, and I'm so grateful and also just so happy that I started this business. Like, I just wanted to start it to, one, to be quite frank, it's the stuff that I'm really good at, and two, I know it's going to help people. So yeah, it's just been so nice and so rewarding being able to help and get people time back. So my plan for today is I've got a little bit of client work, about 2 hours of client work to do this morning, and then I'm going to edit this vlog that you're currently watching and getting it all scheduled for tomorrow. What else have I got on? Can't remember, but I've just written out my to-do list and there's a fair bit that I've got to get done today. But I'm keen that it's Friday. All right. Let's get stuck into it. So yeah, I've got client work, edit the vlog. I want to schedule all my socials until Monday because I don't touch my phone. Well, that's a lie. On Sundays I don't touch my phone, so I don't go on any socials. So I just make sure that everything is ready to go for Monday. Why am I coughing? I did that survey and I've had lots of responses, which is really, really cool. So I want to check over them and, you know, like put them into a Google sheet just so I can see them all laid out for everyone. I've got a few emails to get back to, a couple of clients to respond to, and then yeah, we'll see where we're at with all of that. I still have to do those packaging. I want to order some samples just to check sizing and everything. Let's do this. Client work. So here you go on Canva. Let me get my emails up. So I've got her branding. I'm putting Opal on for 2 hours because that is what I promised the client 2 hours of work. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to block out time on Opal. If you haven't heard about this yet, if you're new to my channel, I love Opal. This is not sponsored, nothing of the sort. I genuinely use it every day. So Opal is basically a app that like blocks your social medias for however long you want to, and you can't get into them. So literally all I do is press block now, and I've got it set up that on my block list is like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anything, TikTok, YouTube Studio, anything that's going to usually distract me. I'm going to set that up for 2 hours. So I'm just going to make a note that I'm starting at 9:50 for my client, so I need to finish at 10:50, 11:50 for that. So let's block 2 hours, start the session. Perfect. I'm going to put on some music, getting the vibe started. What music? Oh, this is Frequency. Okay, let's try this. If I don't like it, I can always change it. Alright, it is now 12:13 p.m. and I have just finished the entire ebook for my client, which is so good. I wasn't sure if I was going to get it done in the 2 hours that we had allocated, but I've managed to smash out the whole thing and it looks really good. So I've sent it to her as well as the final invoice, and she also gets like a round of revisions as well. So if there's any things that she needs to change or update, that's all part of the price, and we get 1 round of revisions. But I'm really happy with it and I hope she really likes it as well. But because it's 12:15, I am going to have some lunch, and then my next priority, I got some emails to do, and then my post for tonight, and then I really need to edit this vlog, and then from there we'll see how much time we have left. So let's do it. Lunch is all done now. I'm so over this weather, guys. We've had like, this is like a little weather report, but we've had rain like for days and days and days, and like I'm just one of those people that I feel like when the sun's out, like my energy's popping, like I'm like ready to go. When it's raining, I just fully want to go like internal and not do anything. But I've been pretty good like regardless. But yeah, I'm just like over the weather, to be honest. I just want it to bring out the sun again, really. And I'm going to do up an email for the client that I had the call with this morning. I'm just going to do like a little bit of a recap and just be like, thank you so much for your time, go over the things that we spoke about, pricing and all of that, just so she has everything in one email in case she loses the notes that she took or anything like that. And then I need to edit an OOTD that I did this morning and get that up, and then I need to edit this vlog. So let's do the email first. Like tonight's sky, my lungs, it makes them. I am going to edit up the OOTD. I didn't love the footage that I got because the sun, and yeah, the sun wasn't sunning, you know. So let's see what we can get from the OOTD. I might like try and speed it up and make it a little bit more engaging so that no one notices the sun's not there, and that my LED lights are like glaring in their face. That is the worst speeding up I've seen. CapCut. I was trying to do it in TikTok, but it just wasn't working. Yeah, I like the speedy version. That's exporting from CapCut. Working from home. Alright, I have just finished editing and scheduling my OOTD on TikTok, Instagram trials, and YouTube. So that is all done now, and I can tick that off. I've emailed her, that's done. All right, my next thing is to edit this vlog and schedule it. So I need to close out this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got something out of it, let me know. If you have any questions at all about anything, then please leave it down in the comment box below. I'll leave the survey for you in the comments too. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me out more than you'll know, and I will see you